This meeting is being recorded. Anyone intending to make an audio or video recording of this meeting should notify the chair at this time.
Roll call, Joe Cunningham,
Here.
Eileen Moynihan.
Here.
Missy Bateman, Pat Rooney.
Here.
Suzanne Haggerty.
Here.
All right. Approval of meeting minutes from our last meeting. February 3rd.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you read the beginning?
Mhm.
This means we missed it.
I'll approve the meeting minutes from the latter days since around.
Second? I'll second. Good to go through it? No.
No.
Right. All in favor? Aye. Aye.
I mean, you did a fantastic job on the meeting minutes.
Yeah, I really think you should continue. That'd be great.
Seems to be a little, they seem to be far more in depth than what we're.
Yeah. I love it.
Facility use request?
Yes, so we have representative from the Kingston Farmers Market here with us tonight to request to continue to move forward with the annual farmers markets we had for the last 2 years. So you guys can come closer if you want. Your first little appearance on our Zoom call, probably not our first.
So we are, for the past 7 years, we've run the Kingston Farmers Market. I think most of you know, we started off hosting it at the mall in the parking lot, and then we upgraded to Grays Beach a couple of seasons ago. Last year was our 3rd year at Grays Beach, and overwhelmingly vendors, customers have all just loved the location. So we're hoping to host the market again at Grays Beach. We are a little behind our normal schedule. So this year, we aren't going to be ready for a May market. So we're planning to do June, July, August, September, and October. So continuing with the first Sunday of the month, but June through October this year.
Then the last Sunday?
First Sunday. So it would be June 1st, July 6th, August 3rd, September 7th, and October 5th.
And then from us all, you'll need to do is just do the reservation online again, and then certificate of liability insurance back to us.
Perfect.
But no, I think they've been great to work with, and our park staff has been huge help for the parking.
Huge help.
And Deb has been working with some of them as well, so it's been helpful to have the extra support down there. We do have a few more local vendors. I don't know if you've heard of a couple of places. I don't know if you're looking for like food people, anything like that, but I know Orta has a pizza truck. And then also there's a new coffee roasters company coming into town, Slack Tides. They're right across from the high school. Yeah. They have a business in Marshfield already. And I think one of the owners actually is Kingston resident as well. So they'll be open, I believe, in May, whether maybe May or June anticipated start. And they also have a truck, so they have their own food truck as well.
That's good intel. Yeah.
It's nice to work with our local people in the
Yes.
community, so. No, so I don't have anything else for you guys unless you have any questions.
And those dates are all good.
Yep, as far as I know, I think those dates will be fine. Yeah.
And I know we're going, oh, you want to show.
Yeah.
We will definitely be reaching out. I know we've talked in the past about we need to increase our volunteer base. Having the support of the rec center has been very, very helpful, and the workers has been helpful. So once we get a form together, if I can share it with you to email out,
Sure.
like blast to the town,
Absolutely.
just to try to get, we just need to get a little bit more help. We've had a lot of our original members have moved away, or back to their jobs, or had more children, so it's still not as many children, yeah, not as many as me, but so we're just looking to for any help that we can get for like, really for the day of operations. We need help with setup.
Yep.
We need help just making sure, help with the parking. And we always need to have somebody on site, just if there's any issues with vendors,
Someone getting sick and
Yeah.
getting to.
Have you thought about doing outreach in high school, because the high school kids get.
We have in the past, the thing that we found, we have had a couple come through and help us. But nothing really consistent, just because it's in the summer, so we found that it was hard, to get a lot of times, because it's like the end of the school year.
Schedules for the summer.
But yeah. I think though, it's always worth reaching out to them again, because there's always gonna be somebody who's
Right.
who needs to get their hours done,
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody want to make a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the farmer's market at Grays Beach through, well, June 1st through October 5th. For Sundays of every month.
All in favor?
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
It'll be fun. Thank you for all you do. It's a huge, huge appreciation by the community. We get a lot of positive feedback.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. And congratulations, I haven't seen you since she was born. So just general updates, CPC project updates. So we'll just update on the irrigation and the well project. The new motors and pumps were installed a few weeks back, right at, I think, the end of February, maybe. And then the electrician is due to come in, the variable frequency drives, I think they're still waiting on those. So as soon as they come in, and then the plan is I've already reached out to our irrigation contractor to get them in soon, so hopefully by the end of this month, to kind of do a quick startup, because we know that some of the heads and things like that are probably gonna be stuck. We're gonna have a little bit more work to do just to get it operational, and we won't necessarily it will be on, but we won't necessarily, have it running, obviously, until probably the end of April, like we normally do, but we wanna see. And we're gonna have all three contractors there at the same time when we do the startup, just so we can, address any glitches that we might have. So that's exciting to have that get going. The Reed Tennis Court, the bid opened at the end of February, and we have awarded a contract to Vermont Recreational Fencing and Surfacing Company. They actually did the fence for the Reed Tennis Courts a few years back. And they were the lowest bidder, and so our engineer is working with them. Our town administrator did the contract up, so I'm just waiting for their contract back. And then to secure a date for mobilization, and then our engineer will continue to work with them through the process. The expected time frame is completion would be the end of May, which will be great for the season moving forward. Any questions on those two things? The only ones we have, the other one we have still open, it's not active and with construction, is the irrigation and the drainage project, just to make sure there aren't any things that we need to do. Once we know that that's working well, we'll be able to release those funds back to CPC, but we've held on to those just in case we've had any problems. But so far, so good. Seems to be holding up. The only issue might be the berms or the speed bumps, just to make sure that they stay. And then that one area on the side, make sure that those are working properly. Town meeting is April 26th at KIS. So that is the final one. I don't believe that's been finalized, but it's pretty close, obviously, with coming up into mid-March. Sampson Fund, we did receive approval from the Sampson Fund, saying that they were recommending our request of $5,000 for community events down at Grays Beach Park. So that's great. So that will be on the warrant article as well as part of the Sampson Fund article. Our fiscal year 26 budget, as of right now, our budget was approved. I met with the finance committee meeting, so it was approved as presented. And I haven't been informed, we have a department head meeting tomorrow, that anybody is going to need to make any additional cuts. The schools have made some adjustments on their budgets, and so there isn't an anticipation of a Proposition 2.5 override because of the school budget. I do know that the police department is looking for some additional resources. So I believe that that's supposed to be voted on tomorrow night, possibly by the Board of Selectmen. So I think that's the only thing regarding the general budget on that. seasonal staff updates. We sent out all our letters to our returning staff, and there's just a couple more people that I'm waiting to hear back from. We have a couple of people that are in the process of trying to get interns, so it's always kind of a little bit of a holding pattern for a few people. So that is just underway, and we hope that by March 24th is kind of my guesstimate that we'll open it for new hires. So I'm giving this week to be the final week to determine how many positions, and next week to determine how many positions we have open. And then expected date will be maybe March 24th. And that goes for the park staff as well. I've received applications from almost everybody, so I'm not sure that we'll actually be recruiting for the park staff this year, but we'll see. I have a waiting to hear back from a couple of people on that. So that's a fantastic. The summer program updates, same thing. We're trying to get that registration open by the end of the month. Brandy's been working on field trips for Fridays. We've been doing a half day Fridays, Freestyle Friday, where we kind of do a special event thing here. And some people had requested doing field trips again, but we're doing them because the buses are so costly locally, so families can drop off and pick up at the location. So we've got Ascend obstacle course, Plymouth skating rink, arena,
And the mystery rooms.
and the mystery rooms. Trying to work with Alley Cat. They're not normally open on Fridays in the morning, so I'm not sure that that will go. So we may need at least one more. And yeah, we are working with Amy Burns possibly to do some kind of conservation on-site program like she and Missy did a few years ago for the whole, that was an entire program, but this would just be a 1 day, couple hour thing. So that would be our 5th one, and then the final Friday would be the carnival, Final Fun Friday. So that we're keeping the fees the same as far as we can. We haven't had any major increases in staff. I think minimum wage is still the same amount, so that doesn't need to be an increase. So we're gonna try to do that still the full day, and then the half day, and then the half Friday. So that's that, and then the other summer program was, oh, I missed you totally, Brandy. I jumped right in before you.
So,
What updates?
I'm fine with
Catching
that.
up anyways.
Good.
She just got back from vacation. I'm giving her a little break. The other thing is our Little Sprouts program, which is our preschool summer program. She's gonna do the 6 weeks again, and that will open around the same time. So families, a lot of times, if they have younger kids, they can register for the same weeks and make sure that all works out. So that's all I have for that, and let me talk about program updates. I've got a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on. So I came back from vacation. I had a ton of program proposals to put into the system. So I was like, wow, things are happening. There is a baseball 1 day clinic on March 30th for grades 2 through 7. It's the Silver Lake High School Boosters Organization. There's a new program called Fashion Club that starts on April 2nd, ages 6 to 12. We have Home Alone Staying Safe that will be available online for registration March 15th. That's for grades 4 through 6 and is on May 1st. We have a Kingston Elementary School Book Club with Mrs. Levitt and Mrs. Lundy. That starts March 31st, grades K through 2. I just put into the system the KES Preschool STEM program. This is their 2nd session, I believe. Starts April 1st, ages 3 to 5, and that is open to people beyond the integrated preschool program. So you don't have to be in that program to be part of it. We have a kids taekwondo introductory course that starts March 17th, ages 5 through 12. Kingston Intermediate is doing a cursive handwriting and mindful doodling, which I thought was kind of cool. That starts March 27th, grades 3 through 6. We have KAS Lego Club that's starting this week, this Thursday. Registration is still open. KAS Minecraft Club and Technology Clubs will be opening for registration tomorrow morning. They fill up super duper fast. He's very popular. And those start around March 18th, March 19th, depending on the session you choose. Line dancing will be starting tomorrow. Registration closes today. We have a couple of pickleball programs with Cindy that start March 20th. We have a Pottery Pals Child and Adult Wheel Workshop that is on March 20th. We only have one spot available. Super Soccer Stars, which is a preschool program, starts this week, March 13th. Star Creations has 2 new sessions, that are starting April 1st. And volleyball is just about full, starting on April 3rd, and Yoga with Dawn, I just put into the system, will be starting April 9th and 11th.
In the middle school, we can get to talk, middle school volleyball will be starting up at the end of April.
Yeah, I haven't
So
put that in yet, so that's,
Before we move on, can I, jump the gun on one thing?
sure.
We tabled something because Pat wasn't here for the last meeting. That vote for Moe, because he was at our last meeting.
Yes,
I
So-
don't see it on the agenda, so I kind of wanted to.
follow back, circle back. Sure.
Yeah.
So Pat and I talked because I think you had said it would be okay as long as it was okay with the KYSO and the sports group. So Pat and I had been talking with KYSO and we were able to approve it originally up through the end of this summer season because we weren't really sure what the fall looked like yet. But then in the interim, Pat reached out to the sports groups for the fall, and I think you were able to secure that it wouldn't be an issue moving forward. So we approved it up through June, and then I've got to go back out and reach out to Ken and let him know he's gonna put those other dates back in the system to request that. And then he mentioned another date, but we haven't heard anything about that, so that's something, but.
So once he puts the dates in, you want to vote on it then?
Yeah, well, I thought you guys voted on it as long as KYSO said, did you
I
not?
thought we tabled. it.
I thought we did.
So yes, then we
Apples.
definitely need to vote on it.
What is the,
Already brought this- the hill,
Yeah.
what is
the,
that?
it's the food truck nights on
Oh.
Thursday nights from the Hilltop
Oh,
Athletic
okay.
Club reservation request for the,
Decided to move the vote till March 10th.
Need to
okay,
confirm. Yeah.
So
decided
yes.
to Move the vote to the market.
look at those meeting minutes.
I know.
Yes,
So you want us to vote on it?
I would,
today?
yes,
All right,
that would be great.
Pat, go ahead, make that motion.
Perfect. All right, so I would like to make a motion to accept the Hilltop Athletic Association's request to use the B1 parking area from Thursdays, April 3rd through October 2nd, with no issues from KYBSL or KYSO in this.
Second,
I will second that.
all in favor?
I-
Thank you.
Yep. Now we can proceed.
Just read property updates, tree removal project already took place, I don't know if anyone's gone out back or to the side, they cut down a tremendous amount,
It's not complete yet.
it's not complete?
No.
What else?
From right here, all the way down to.
He's
this-
coming, they're
this whole
coming
thing.
back.
Yeah, just take the whole hill out. Please.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I think they're done.
Yeah,
I kid.
Right?
No, I saw him setting up, that was a big job in front of the Adam Center. It
Yeah.
was a huge job.
It makes a huge difference up there, and they also cut a bunch of trees down around the retaining wall up there, so it opened up a whole bunch of stuff, so, sure we'll get some runners, but go up that hill there, now that it's open, open up, but, it looks good, so that was really helpful, Rob Brokos managed all of that along with Sean Turner with the stuff up front with the Adam, so that was great. Grace Beach Park, Rob, ordered through the fire department, the AED that we talked about, improved at the last meeting. Music night dates, the dates have been set, I think I thought we mentioned it at the last. meeting. Did we
you
not have
mentioned
the
it at
dates?
the last one I was at,
The dates.
January, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the
Yeah.
dates have been set. So Deb is starting to work and contact the artists. We talked about keeping the same artists that we've had in the past, just because a lot of them are local and people like to see them. So she's starting to work with them. If there's some reason somebody's not available, then we'll reach out to somebody else. We'll be working with, some of the same food trucks, but again, we're kind of gonna reach out to some of the local people. So again, Orta has a pizza truck, so we might reach out to them, see if they're interested. Slack Tide, I don't know if they'll want to come and do a coffee thing in the evening. They usually just work during the day. But she's gonna reach back out to them as well now that we've secured the dates. And we did try to go around the selectmen's meetings. So unless they change their meeting schedule, as of right now, it'll be on off Tuesdays of the selectmen's meetings. Yeah, so whatever the
Yep.
selectmen's, it would be the following one.
And
Yeah.
you, June 11th, is that?
I think the first one, no, I don't think it's that early. The first one's June 24th. Which is Tuesday nights. Is the first one,
And they're all in.
correct? Yep. And we'll get those online once we secure the artists and all that stuff. The other thing about Grace Beach Park is on April 1st is the sticker sale, beach sticker sales go on sale, so we will be excitedly awaiting everybody at the door that will be there really early, all the non-residents. People getting phone calls and emails, so, be kind to us for the first week of April. We'll have registrations open for the summer programs, we'll have the music's, Grace Beach, stickers on sale, so. And then also the sports groups will be starting up the same week pretty much.
And the non-residents, they sell out same day, don't
They sold out in an hour last time. That was the big, usually it's a day or two, but last year it was an hour, the first hour.
Get it done.
It was crazy, yep. And then the protected time, people have already asking, when are you gonna put the tennis nets up? When are you gonna open the bathroom? So it will be closer to the end of the month, for all of those things, just because you just never know what March might bring here in New England. So if people ask you, that's kind of the time frame on that. KYSO updates, I don't know if you have anything, Pat?
Obviously, John is not here tonight. The only thing that he is still waiting on, he sent multiple texts and emails out to the sports groups. They're waiting on final schedules to commit for the spring. It's not the groups themselves, it's the leagues that they're in.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they're all looking forward to getting it over, getting out there.
So the planning for that, for just property updates, I'm gonna reach back out to Rob, but I'm pretty sure the plan is to have, contractor come back in the next few weeks and try to get all those things repaired. The concession stand windows are done, the roll-up window. We have one more thing to work on that, and then the other sheds and the press booth has some things, so hopefully they'll be out there soon. Projected opening day is April 1st, but it probably will be a couple days before that, 'cause April 1st actually falls on a Monday, right, I think. So I think some of the sports groups might have games that weekend, the last weekend. Yeah, April 1st is a Tuesday, so it could be as early as that, that March 30th,
Saturday.
that Saturday and Sunday of March. Our time frame is we're gonna try to get the water in the restrooms in the on the concession stand open sometime next week. I don't have an exact date yet. And then the week of the 24th, the sports organizations can start going in, cleaning up sheds if they want to, and doing whatever field work, as far as lining the fields and things like that. Somebody already asked me about mowing. There's no tentative time frame on that. Obviously, we need to wait, but it's not usually until sometime mid-April, towards the end of April, depending on how the grass season grows. And then water will be on, the dumpster will be over there, cause that's been pulled, over there at the week of the 17th as well, I believe. And somebody's been the company has been working on the cell tower over there, so they've been doing some work and repairs there, so hopefully they'll put the flag back up when they're done. But yeah, that will be busy as well, once all the sports groups come in and put their schedules in, there'll be a lot to manage back and forth with them, but they've been great. Doing that, and then KYSO's user fee, is gonna be submitted for January, and then they have an April one coming up right around the corner. They're gonna donate the money give the money the cold turkey to them for that, cause we'll need that with all the extra costs on the irrigation in the well. I need to make sure we stay on top of all those things. Not yet. So I'm waiting on the two of them, the 4,200 plus.
And the Silver Lake one, football.
Football I got, but just the one for KYSO, and then KYSO's January music. I knew they were having trouble with the bank, but I think it's all set, so hopefully we'll get that, because April will be due. And then at the next meeting, I'll try to have projected costs, so that we can do the user fee for KYSO for, if I can get it ready by April. If not, we'll do it in May, but
Fiscal year starts in July,
July.
so this will be they go Q3 and they're gonna go Q4.
Yeah, and we need that one, right, because I'll need both of those pretty much right away, because that's when because we're gonna be so short because of their well system, because we've had to add quite a bit of money into that, out of our funds, so I'll just need to make sure we have the money, because we gotta start paying our contractors.
Yep.
Kevin will come back in and start doing the field openings, the early, I have to reach out to him tomorrow, the early part of April, end of March, early part of April for baseball, because they're gonna start earlier this year. And then he'll be doing some other turf work as well, and then our mowing, like I said, probably won't start till maybe April or so. And then we will be renewing his contract, because he had a 3-year, or it's a 1-year contract with an option to renew for 2 additional years with the same. So I will request that we renew that contract as well, moving forward. And then I think that's all I have. Is that it? Anything else? I know it's not, I said that to Brandy. I said, we've got about a week,
Yep.
or maybe. Look at, did you see Brandy's glasses?
No.
I don't have a pair. I just want to- She got a pair for herself.
That was for my trip.
I know. So the next meeting would be for April 7th, that Monday, April 7th, is for available, it's the first Monday of the month. 7th. Good,
There you go.
how's CPC going? Yeah.
We didn't have like anything at like uniform meetings, that was it, we're done.
Oh, you're
We're
done?
Yeah,
No. I did send over a bill schedule to Trisha, so
Okay.
I just figured she could reach out, she has to have Brian sign it anyway, so she has it over there if you want. Did she reach out to you yet?
she hasn't reached out to me, but I'll just swing by and see her
Okay.
tomorrow, because I don't have too much for her.
Okay, yeah, that would be great, because there's that one, I think I'll have one more that's gonna come over, so I'll just let you know.
Yeah,
Okay. Send that over to her, she's gonna get both signatures. That's all I have.
All right, Pat. Oh, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay.